whatever it was called.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
What was it called?
Okay.
Everyone in roll 20.
Balrog.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I need to get roll 20.
The mysterious monster. Yeah.
Listen, I couldn't come up with a cool name. I'm sorry.
No, it's the art is the art was pretty sick.
Right.
It had did it have a Phalian like in its grasp or something?
It had the Phalian laid on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So
big baddie.
There it is. Yeah, that's right. It was like the annihilation.
And it eats metal?
This thing
it was eating metal.
That's right.
It was eating metal.
Oh, frick.
So Gareth and I went on a bender right before we started that campaign session.
Well, yeah, I kind of noticed.
Sorry, Jen. I mean, we tried 3 different whiskeys and we had a really great tasting, and it was a. We were safe.
I don't know. There was a bender.
It was the bender.
It wasn't a bender. I said it. I said it. Even Sydney said she wouldn't call it that. So that has some weight.
Talk when you're on a bender.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I will say that the alcohol caught up with us at the end. It was getting tired.
Yeah.
But that was about that.
But it was fun. It was a good session.
Yeah, sure.
But now we've got to deal with this guy.
All right. We're slow investigators.
Did we roll initiative?
Oh, Frank.
Not yet.
I punch him.
Oh, wow. Starting right at the gate. So, Brett, are you recording already? Okay. All right. So does anyone want to recap what happened last episode, especially since it didn't get recorded?
Well, yeah, let's start the recording here. All right. Right. So we wake
Catherine's mansion and Aphelian's missing.
Right.
We have to break into her room, and she's gone, and the window's open, and there's traces of magic visible with detect magic leading out the window and down into the city.
Purple magic.
So we track the purple magic into the metalworking parts of the city, and we go through this particular blacksmith shop, and it's the track is all through there, and I believe it actually goes down into one of the molten lava kind of.
It goes out the window.
Forge things, and then we go through the belly of the city until we find ourselves at the entrance to the tunnel system that we're in now, and follow the trail all the way here.
Along the way, you guys were noticing weird reactions to this thing when it came to metal.
That's right.
And also that it left a lot of claw marks behind.
Like chalky.
Right.
Chalky claw marks.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And when you came upon this thing in the cave, which is like a sealed off area that was previously sealed off, but all the seismic activity has kind of broken the seal, and so you guys were able to kind of get in. And getting in, you found Phalian with, well, I don't know if I'll just show it again, I suppose, just in case. This thing.
Right.
Which stands, very tall, slender, large wings. And it looks like, okay, so a question. You guys approached using Pass Without a Trace, right?
Yes. We got through that entire.
And it lasts an hour.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to make a roll for him.
Yeah, because we're making
see if he perceives you guys or not.
We're making a lot of stealth rolls. Yeah, we did Pass Without a Trace.
Right.
It's been over an hour though in real time, not maybe in game time.
What?
In real time, it's been over an hour, but in game time, it's been less than an hour.
Yeah, that's what matters. Game time.
Game time, right?
Game time.
Okay, so I'd say right now this thing doesn't know that you're here, as long as you have pass without a trace up.
Brondier double critted a perception roll.
Why did I change my lich form on 223?
Don't know.
What?
That's what it says. I hit the spell and then I even typed Shell is in lich form for the end of session 223, like a reminder. But that doesn't make any sense, and I'd like to redact that.
I think you wanted to attack it as a lich.
Yeah, but we're like, since we cannot verify that, and now there's a chance that we can get a surprise round in, I would like to redact.
I'll also say that for now, Aphelion is on the ground unconscious.
Okay. So can we see that she's alive?
You can see that she is breathing, albeit lightly. I'm going to say, Brett, that Aphelion's HP probably needs to be cut.
To 0.
Yeah, to 0.
I don't think you were going to say 0, but I'll take it. I'm down for it.
Okay. You're here for it. All right. So yeah, she is unconscious. She is breathing, but it's very shallow.
Okay.
This thing right now is kind of hunched over, and it's using its claws to almost just cut through like this chunks of like iron ore that it's eating through, cut through it like butter. As it's kind of just sitting there crunching away. What do you do?
Okay, so let's be clear. Like, he is cutting through metal.
Yes.
Okay.
As he's cutting through it, you'll see more of that chalky kind of substance be formed through the cuts.
Like, I'm afraid of it hurting like our weapon.
Mm,
Cutting into those.
yeah. It's a good. When so from our distance, I am going to make a like perception check, or I'm gonna make an investigation check to try and like see like its like fleshiness, to see if like if I can tell like if it's made of metal, like kind of its fleshy material.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check.
A perception check. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. I also clicked the wrong button. So that
Lord, you made 3
Level
different
19.
checks anyway.
yeah,
All
well,
right.
they were all pretty good. So
They were all pretty good, so.
Admittedly,
that was wild. I've got no idea what happened there. So
So-
perception. What I'm trying to perceive is like if I were like its skin texture.
Okay. You're basically trying to figure out like what parts of it are metal, what parts aren't.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
So, looking at this thing, you can kind of tell looking at it that its claws appear to be shiny, have that metallic sheen to them. Or at least they have that kind of property.
Okay.
You can also tell that its teeth are also metallic, or have that kind of sheen, along with this thing's horns.
Okay.
Okay.
There are other bits of like, I guess like there are parts of it, like it's kind of pockmarked, I guess you could say. Like it's not like like it's not entirely metallic. There are fleshy pieces to it.
All right.
I'm going to look to Gareth and Chell and say, do either of you have minor illusion?
I'm afraid not. What are you trying to do?
put a sound behind it, make it turn its back to us, maybe get a few good blows,
A distraction.
essentially.
I have a
Yes.
minor illusion cantrip.
Nice.
Maybe throw it.
I cast the minor illusion cantrip, and I throw it behind him, behind this creature, and it is the meow of a cat.
Like a loud meow.
Yes.
Okay. So you make you send the sound back, or you create this illusion. You
Yep.
hear a loud meow.
Yep. Exactly.
And whenever you do that, this thing is going to quickly turn its head in that direction, and you're gonna hear it make some like chattering, clicking noises with its teeth, kind of.
I don't like that. Like things.
Nice. Cool.
Gross.
And let me make it. It's gonna make a check. This has to make it intelligence. Oh, right. Yeah.
Doesn't look like. Yeah. With a successful save DC.
I just don't know what the DC is.
Against your spell save DC.
All right. So what's Gerbo's spell save DC?
Sorry, I actually don't know.
Should say D&D Beyond.
15.
Okay. So this thing is going to move in that direction again, making that clicking noise, and you're going to hear it start kind of making a raspy kind of.
That's certainly creepy.
Chella whispers to Brondir and Gerbo and says, "Personally, I don't know that I really want to fight anything that can cut through metal at close range. Why don't we just try to get the Phalian out?"
I'm going to take out my. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to if this doesn't work because I don't understand the rules, then let me know. I'm going to take out the Phantom Edge, and I want to teleport over Aphelion, pick her up, and face step back.
Okay, so Phantom Edge, you can teleport in shadow. It'd be like a shadow step or
Like
misty step.
dim light or darkness.
Now,
it's dark.
It is dark. I guess what I need to know is from that weapon, is it from a bonus action?
As a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see that is also in dim light or darkness.
Okay.
Nice.
And you wanted to use
face
what
step to
else?
return back to where I was.
Now the face step, that's also a bonus action, correct?
So he'll have to use
I
his
thought that
action
was a
to do that.
spell.
You have to use his action for that.
That would probably be your first move, and then to return, you would use the other thing.
I didn't know if the teleport would allow me to touch somebody. Either way, I wanted to use a combination of those two things to get there and back.
Let me see.
Oh, right at 30 feet. Nice.
Who cast Pass Without a Trace?
Chella.
Yeah. Okay. Let me check something. Okay. Yeah, you can do it.
You can do it.
Cool.
Do it.
You might die, but you can do it.
Teleport right here and pick up Chella.
All right. So Rondir, I want you to make a stealth check, and you're now outside of Pass Without a Trace.
Yes, that's exactly what I want. With my
All I can see is a black screen. Is there supposed to be something on here?
Wait, what? Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Let me
he's just got to share
fix
it.
that for you.
Ooh, not good on the stealth roll.
yeah. Well, I have disadvantage on stealthing.
Oh, nice. Nice. Is that because you're a dwarf?
Okay.
I should. No, it's because I'm wearing armor. I should have given you my axe, Gareth.
Oh yeah, I'd have been clutch.
Oh well, here we are.
Actually, I was scheming up the same thing, but I
Well,
wasn't able to get back.
This thing also rolled low, but not lower than you. So, as its attention on the cat, on like the illusion, is obviously broken. As Brondir, you teleport, and I'm just gonna say that you kind of lose your footing as you like kind of stumble around on some of the rock.
I light a bunch of firecrackers and throw it at my feet.
There you go. There you go.
On top of
Scurry
me?
away. Yes, on top of scurry away. Abort! Abort!
Wake up!
Wake up!
No, it's like in those movies where like in that South Park episode where they're all superheroes, and that's how he got away. Lit a bunch of firecrackers, ran away. Anyway, okay, so here I am. I have my hands on Aphelion.
All right. So this thing, whenever it's gonna turn itself back to looking back at you, Rondir. And it's gonna let out a wail, like a very high pitched screech. And with that screech, Brondir, you start hearing other sounds within just that screech as well. And you start seeing kind of like lights dance across your vision. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
See lights?
Yeah, kind of like spots in your vision.
Yeah. Wisdom throw. Oh, Gareth took all my good rolls.
Oof.
You are now charmed, and while charmed, you are incapacitated.
That's good.
Oh Lord.
That's good. All right, so our main. I look at Chella.
At least I'm not in rage form for y'all.
So I look at Chella, and I look at Chella, and I say, "Well."
I would-
Can I take an action? Do I have time before anything else happens?
And I start
Now
walking.
we're gonna roll initiative.
I start
I was
walking.
going to say, well, if he doesn't know the other two are there, then
I start walking back like the way we came. Gerbo's out.
I mean,
Wow.
right? Like he only knows I'm there, right?
Right.
Gerbo's outie.
So me and this guy are
Actually,
rolling
no, if
initiative.
Rondir dies, I die.
Yep. Rolling it.
Chella, save yourself. Jesus. Okay, sorry. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to, like interrupt the whole game.
Thank you.
I look at Chella and I say, Chella, save yourself.
I don't know.
What do I have? I'm rolling so low. If that's my initiative,
Aphelion, who is freaking almost dead, is gonna go.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Big help.
Yeah.
Grondir, you got to roll initiative.
I pressed it twice. Do I have to press something else?
You have to click yourself,
Okay.
and then roll it on D&D Beyond.
Well, that was. Do you see any of my rolls from that?
Yep, the 21.14.
Yeah,
Very
you have to
specific.
select your token, so it'll add your token to the turn order tracker.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this weapon.
Dang, I go after it. Dang.
Let's talk about the weapon that you try to use.
Yeah. What about it?
Gerbo doesn't know how that works.
You just do it.
Because I'm Fey, I can do that, right? Is that
You
right?
can face step. You can. That's
You
what I
can face
said.
step. Yeah.
You can face step because that's what we got from our patron, the friend. The weapon has 4 charges.
We just got music. All of a sudden,
It's like absolutely blasted. Hold on a second, I gotta turn this music
The weapon just has 4 teleport charges.
down. Okay, hold on a second. How do I turn Fredbot down?
Right click,
Yeah,
use
I
your
got
volume.
it. Okay, that was pretty funny. You're an initiative. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I have Misty Step,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then I also have Phase Step.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, we're now at the top of the round. Brondir, you are incapacitated.
Right. Dang it.
But you can delay, right? You can delay. You can delay your turn.
Well, like
I
he
can't do
can't.
anything. I'm
Can't,
charmed.
he can't do. He can't do. Even if he delayed his turn, he would delay doing nothing.
Okay.
The
So-
only way you can be broken out of it is if you are damaged or someone takes an action to shake you out of it. At
so
this
I can't
point, you
roll
are in
for
a
it.
dazed stupor. Huh?
I can't roll for it.
No, not the way this works.
Okay.
Aphelion, make a
Cool.
death saving throw.
Oh, come on. We're getting a little out of control now. Making us roll death saving throws and all.
That's right.
No.
Oh no,
We're fine.
everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay,
Bronder
it's
doesn't
this
notice
thing's turn.
anything.
All right, so this thing is now going to leap
It
up,
doesn't see us though.
No.
and it's
Should-
going to look at you, Brondir.
Yeah.
It's going to get up right, and like you're dazed and confused and don't know what's really happening, but it's going to like get right up in your face as it's kind of clicking its teeth. And what it's going to do. Okay, Brondir. So, what kind of armor do you have?
Half
Metal.
plate. Dad's half plate armor.
Okay.
Is it metal?
It is. It's gold. I mean, it's not made of gold, but it's gold plated. Sure.
Right. So it is now going to casually take a claw. It's going to now
Yeah.
make a claw attack on you
This is what I was afraid of. There.
as it's going to claw through and make a cut through your armor.
Yep.
At least you have a friend that can fix it if we survive.
That's true. If we survive.
Right.
Let me see. Inventory. Where is that?
it's good. It's good, guys. It's all good.
It's all good.
I know I have that. Where's that at?
Yeah, yeah, this thing is definitely going to hit. And
So when it hits him though, does he then
it's not incapacitated. It's more like it's taking like a curious swipe at whatever Brondir's got on. Like it's not done for yet.
But when he causes damage, is he no longer charmed?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
So it's gonna start licking like the edge of its claw. Its longest claw. And it's gonna take another swipe at you, Brondir.
Right.
See. I assume a 20 hits, right?
That's a good assumption.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's another 10 damage. And it's all piercing, by the way.
Cool.
So now your armor's got like 2 cuts that are kind of going through it and piercing into your skin.
Nice.
All
I
right.
do not have. I'm not enraged, so they are full damage.
All right. And that's it for this thing's turn. Chella, you're up.
Okay, Chella like exhales with frustration and casts. What is this spell called? Sorry, I just had it pulled up and I clicked away. She's going to cast anti-life shell around herself. So this creates a 10-foot shimmering, like spherical barrier that creatures can't enter or reach through, and it moves with me for the duration of the spell. And you can still be subject to ranged attacks, but she's going to cast this around herself, and then run out to Brondir and Aphelion and get close enough to them that she's like shielding them. And the shield is surrounding all 3 of them.
So the barrier, okay, so 10-foot radius moves with you, hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs. Okay.
I don't know if this thing's a construct. It could be a construct. But Chella's going to try and be heroic and shield him off. So she runs out there. How much distance did that cover? Where's my little ruler thing? I was like back here. So I used 40
Yeah, all you have to do is get 30 feet.
feet of my movement. I was just trying to remember how far I can go.
There you can go
Probably 30 if you're human. I might be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do 30, but you have 10 feet of bubble.
Okay, cool. And then
Right.
And then Brondir's no longer charmed, correct?
Correct.
Aphelion is unconscious though.
Yes.
Okay.
So this barrier extends out 10 feet from you.
Yes.
Okay, let me.
So if I can only move 30 feet, then I really ought to have been here.
Yeah, right there. So, yeah, so that means this thing's going to get hedged out and pushed back,
Okay.
right?
Well, yeah. Unless
Okay.
it's
So, yeah, it's going to get. Let's see. Where's the ruler? I can't find the ruler.
And then
They changed the icon. The icon actually looks more like a ruler now.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing it.
I think that's about 10 feet, right?
Third on the left.
I have a D&D rules question. Is giving or taking a healing potion a free action? Or is it an action?
So, I think by the book, it's an action, right, Brett?
Mm-hmm.
But
we often play is where if you have potions ready to take, you can do it as a bonus action, but that's up to
Right.
the DM ruling.
yeah, I would say that you can take it as a bonus action because I feel like as seasoned adventurers, you would have potions at the ready.
Cool.
All right. Witchy
I'm
stuff.
gonna dump it into my friend Athalion's mouth then, because I can't.
Well,
that.
you're not quite close enough for that. You got to be.
Oh yeah, no, I'm 10 feet away from her. Dang it. Okay.
Just
Well,
You
throw
could
then
throw it at her.
Throw it at her face.
just missed her with
Yeah.
just like
Bust it.
holding on her. Like
Yeah.
That's pretty damn
Yep.
funny.
Just holy water it.
I tried. I should have healed you before I ran out there, but I thought I could do both. I didn't realize that.
So-
Anyway, this is interesting at least.
I assume you're also dropping Pass Without a Trace to put up the shell.
I have to. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of assume that. So you're kind of coming out of the shadows, and you've got this anti-life shell, which is, what does that even look like? It's like a.
So it says a shimmering barrier. So just imagine kind of like
Like a pearlescent.
Like a half dome.
I kind of envision it as like an oily, like a black, oily, like somewhat transparent dome, right?
yeah, like the oil that sets on top of water.
Yeah.
It's kind of bubbling and simmering.
Okay.
And moving.
Okay. So yeah, you push this thing back, and it kind of gets caught off guard since you're like rushing out.
All right. So I'm shielding Brondir and Aphelion.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. It is now Gerbo's turn.
Okay. I am gonna run. Now I'm gonna run into this little ball. I can go 30 feet, and that is right here. So I'm inside of the ball,
Yeah.
and I am going to hand Aphelion my potion.
Okay. Yeah, I assume you're gonna like pour it down her mouth. All that.
Yeah, I'm making sure I didn't have any. So I've got one potion here, making sure I didn't have like a potion of greater healing or anything like that. So I just have a regular healing potion. Technically, I have 3 of them. So I will use one, and I will do that. Yes.
All right.
Okay. So with that healing potion,
4 plus 2.
yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, we rolled the same thing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's weird. Okay. Well,
Totally.
Aphelion, you are conscious.
That's great.
Chella shouts at her, "Crawl away from the edge!"
After I do that, I have another action, right?
Drag her.
Yes.
Okay, great. I cast Chaos Bolt.
Oh, I forgot you have that. Okay.
Fun.
Okay. Yeah, 9 is gonna miss. Like you're gonna fire this bolt off, and it's just gonna like shoot right past this thing and like hit the wall over here.
It's all good in the hood. Okay. And that is my turn.
Okay. Now we're back at the top of the round. Is Brondir's turn.
All right, I'm going to go into rage.
Okay.
Box. 20. I rage, but
Get your rage on.
I thought there was a rage button on Beyond 20.
I thought there was. Yeah.
Don't all barbarians come with that built in?
A rage button.
Well, there needs to be.
I'm almost positive there was because I think I've left it on before. Yeah.
Right.
Setting. I guess I knew I was going to do this because I'm looking it up. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Add rage damage to melee attacks and add advantage to strength checks and saving throws. All right, so let's go for. I'm gonna throw healing since I can do. Well, actually, I have a javelin too. That's
So what are you gonna do?
So it says I can attack through the barrier with a ranged
Yeah,
or reach weapon,
correct.
Right.
and I have this javelin that I'm going to jab at its stomach.
Okay.
Not great.
So, yeah, Brondir, so you're throwing a javelin.
No,
Oh, you're using the javelin like
yeah.
with its range. Okay.
A reach. Yeah, I'm using it to
Yeah,
thrust.
it's got reach. That's right. So
You can throw Felix.
I could, but it had the same stats so as the javelin, other than the extra base stuff. But
right.
I'm thinking in this area, like the javelin probably makes.
So yeah, Brondir, you try and stab your javelin into this thing's chest, and it just kind of sidesteps the spear.
Okay, well I'm gonna go again. I have
Okay.
a second action. Why is it not going? There you go.
Yeah. This thing is gonna just kind of deftly dodge again.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna set up a defensive stance in front of it and try to be the first person that it comes to. Should it come? Should the shield go down?
Okay.
Yeah, we're all about to get screamed at.
Aphelion,
So, do I remember being in danger before I lost consciousness?
you remember, you remember, like before going to bed, you remember kind of going out on the balcony and looking around, kind of taking in the sight. And as you were turning and about to like turning around and going back into your room, you heard something like thud onto the balcony, and you turned, and similar to what happened to Brondir, you just kind of blacked out to this, like basically what you remember is hearing the sound as
Okay,
this thing
so
kind of incapacitated you.
so if the last thing I remember was being in danger, then I think I would react fairly quickly to
Yes,
coming to consciousness.
right.
Still disoriented, but would probably be prepared for danger.
Yes.
And the first reaction she would do while still sprawled on the ground is to a little portal to the Everqueen's realm opens, and she's sucked into it and pulled away, and there's a burst of winter air that shoots out of it toward the monster, and it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This is going to look like a giant wall of text, but that's what it's from.
That's
Oh,
cool.
geez. So
It's the winter
yeah,
one.
I mean, I'm gonna say it fails.
Yeah, I needed a 14. So it is
Yeah.
frightened of me just until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'll I guess cast a I'm trying to think of like what would she do as her first reaction. I'm gonna summon a beast. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In between me
That's
and the
it.
danger. So it would be. I don't see the token for it anywhere, but it would be in between me and the monster.
What did you summon?
A bear.
The bear.
A mouse.
I think I'm trying to.
I don't see its token on here, but that's what I'll.
It was the polar bear.
Yeah.
Different deal?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord! Why is it so tiny?
It might
There we
just
go.
have polar bear.
There we go. You're summoning it like right here.
Yeah. And it acts at the end of my turn, so
Okay.
I'll have it attack. Make one attack.
It's the size of Gerbo.
Well,
Not really.
not really. Yeah, it hits actually. Advantages to. I guess it's a bite attack or
It's a maul.
slash out.
It's a maul. So
Okay.
it's a combination of the two, I guess.
Okay.
It's not magical damage, obviously.
Right.
Alright,
All right.
I'll start climbing to my feet, and that's it.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
All right. It's now this thing's turn. And it is going to, at seeing so many, like, at watching its target get away from it, and also watching, seeing so many unexpected, it's going to get angry, and it's going to let out another screech.
Is that a con save?
That's a wisdom saving throw for all of you.
Let's go. Let's go.
What?
Let's go. Let's go.
Wisdom
Oh.
saving throw.
No.
Does it count as
okay.
charm?
So you're gonna let me re-roll that? Oh yeah, because my modifier is way better.
Yeah, it is. It is a charm. Yes.
Okay, so I have advantage.
No!
Gotta figure out why it's rolling everything double.
Okay. Well, Chella's okay. Brondir is not okay.
I was trying to use the new toggle thing, and so it's saying me.
Didn't work.
Okay. It did
I
not.
have advantage
so
on
rerolling.
all wisdom saving throws.
Okay, I think I failed.
Yeah, you failed.
Yep. Cool.
Okay.
And I have advantage, but that doesn't matter here.
Yeah. Gerbo, you also save. So Gerbo and Chella. Wow, that just basically reset. So Chella or Brondir and Aphelion, you are both dazed and confused
That's
and
good.
incapacitated.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's until my next turn, or until I'm shooken out of it and or damaged.
It's until then. It's until you're damaged or shaken out of it.
Shooketh.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be
Okay.
shooketh.
Shooketh.
You must be shooketh.
Okay.
Shook.
Oh, did the bear make a saving throw?
Ooh, it's a
yeah,
good question.
yeah.
How wise is this bear?
13.
Does it get a bonus?
I guess I'm gonna have to actually look it up because it's close enough.
It's pretty close.
It ends up with a 16. It
Nice.
has, pretty
Yep.
high, it has a -3 intelligence, but it has a +3 wisdom.
Yeah, this bear sees through this thing's shit. Okay, all right.
This bear's like,
typed I typed in polar bear wisdom on Google, and that was not what I was trying to get. It's just a bunch of motivation of polar bear.
That's interesting, but okay.
But yeah,
big fan of that.
5e.
All right, so this thing is
All right.
Okay.
Well, Chella, at least you're still
I mean-
alive.
yeah. I mean, if Chella was dazed, she would have lost concentration. So
Yeah.
You can kick a alien.
Okay. Is it me?
Like kick a alien.
Or does he have more? Does he get to have more fun?
not at this point. Go ahead, Chella.
All right. So I have one quick. I'd like to roll perception before I do my other thing. And
Okay.
what I'm trying to tell, actually, this may be
Got
nature.
a 15.
Does this thing have clearly visible eyes?
Well, make your nature roll.
The eyes are weakest.
Why would it be nature instead of perception?
I mean, I guess that's true. Nature. Well,
Actually, because my nature's so bad. As a druid, which still was a bad choice. It makes sense.
well, regardless of which one you pick,
Can't
even
tell.
the low nature roll, based on what you can tell, this thing does not appear to have any visible eyes.
Cool. Because I think it's using echolocation to fight us because it's very batty and making awful clicking noises, which I hate. And so Chella's going to use a 4th level spell slot, and she's going to cast blindness and deafness. And with a 4th level spell slot,
Damn.
I should be able to target 3 creatures of my choice. So I would like to target Big Baddie, Rondir, and a Phalian.
I like it.
So that they stop losing their wisdom saves.
That's
But
an
they're
awesome
also
idea.
blinded that.
Wait.
So,
What the hell?
So
Why do you want us to be blind?
I don't want you to be
Deaf.
blind. I want you to be deaf. So
Oh.
you choose either blindness or deafness. And then, let me display the spell. I'm sorry, I thought it displayed
Bring
the
out
spell
your
for you
dead.
guys.
Bring out your dead.
No, it isn't.
It's still this-
still the
Dead.
There's another
There we
button.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
Choose
So-
one creature you see within range, blind or deafened. I assume you want this baddie here to be deafened, but let's see here.
Yeah, I want all 3 of them to be deafened.
All 3 of them. Okay.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
Way to go, Jed. We'll see if it works.
Can I willingly fail?
Actually, it just grew 2 eyes. Weird how that works.
I'm banking on you having good wisdom.
No, you're incapacitated. You probably would willingly fail, right? You can't do anything to try
That's
and.
true.
Does this
Yeah,
mean
I
when
mean, at the
come out of
very
my charm?
least, you would have disadvantage, but yeah, I don't know if I don't think a save is really necessary there. I think it just happens to you in your current state.
Yeah, like if we were to
Right.
do a strength save, you would fail.
Right.
I'm gonna be freaking out when I wake up, but
Yeah, I
As,
lost all my hearing.
as my movement action, I'm gonna move within the little bubble, and I'm gonna slap Rondir across the face to try and snap him out of it.
Yeah. Also, I do want to let you know that this thing rolled a 3, so it did in fact did not save, so it's deaf.
That's
Yes.
great.
Okay, I hope this works.
That's
Wait, do I have
And-
to roll for that too?
No, you're
It
incapacitated.
just
right.
happens to you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of
I'm gonna say
you're dazed and confused.
it's possible that this creature being deaf would be the same as being blinded.
Oh, and Rondir.
If
I
you
mean,
check
I think
Okay.
it is functionally the same. I would say.
It's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
double whammy.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good.
So
Cool.
that's all you do, Jam?
And then, because the creature started his turn within 10 feet of me, I get to use my reaction to deal him a little extra damage with my Halo of Spores. So it's another con save.
Why does he have to? Oh, 16. Okay.
It's
Well,
not
he
much.
didn't save that either. So.
Well, it's only 2, but
Yeah.
Guys,
He
very fragile.
you solved the puzzle.
Drew never expected us to touch him. There's only 5 HP.
Really
Wow.
intense.
That's the end
Is
of
that
my
it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Gerbo.
Okay,
Oh right. Brondir is shook. He is shooketh. Right.
Sure.
yeah, big time.
Wait, but did my slaps wake him up?
Yes. If you used your action, well, hold on a minute.
You used your action to do the
Oh, true. Wait, was it a bonus action, the Halo Spores, though?
Yeah.
You could hit
no,
Brondir
the
with Halo
deafness. The
Spores.
spell was the action.
True. You could hit me
That's
with Halo
true.
Spores, too.
He could hit Brondir and that would work.
Oh, that's a much smarter move. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that my slapping stuff had.
Well, it's gotta be a full action. So it's like 6 seconds of slapping him around.
Okay,
Like
fine. Okay, there's no way I can do it. That's fair.
Worth it.
ah!
Worth it.
Dude, stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Thanks, guys.
Or you
Okay.
wind up for 6 seconds and just get one really big slap.
True. Yeah, either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let it all out.
let it all out. So yeah.
Okay, so Gerbo
takes a few steps back. And I cast Minor Illusion again. And I mimic, I have the sound. Oh, he's deaf now.
Yeah. You're about to be really clever, weren't you?
Yep.
I mean,
Something
Garbo may
else.
not know he's deaf.
That's true.
It's just a cantrip, so you can do whatever you want.
But it's his action, so
Never
Oh, the
mind.
cantrip is the action.
yeah, a cantrip's still an action.
Never mind. I don't do that.
Something fell flat.
Thinking like just if you're out playing,
Right.
cantrip.
Is this a humanoid?
It has
Unlikely.
it walks on 2 legs.
It's a mysterious monster.
It has teeth.
I mean, you can make a nature check, Gerbo.
Okay. I will make a nature check. Pretty
From what
neutral.
you can gather, you do not think this is a humanoid.
Okay. Good to hear.
It has
You'd
really
have to
good
roll very
abs.
high for that one.
Yeah.
It has really realistic abs.
Yeah. Okay, well then I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt again.
You're what?
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
Oh, okay. I guess. Oh, good lord, you crit.
That's nice.
Pretty sick.
Okay. All right, so now we have to look at.
It does not. I didn't
Oh,
roll
let's
a
go.
duplicate. I didn't roll a duplicate in the damage, so it does not jump. But it doesn't matter because it couldn't jump anyway.
I mean, it would be. I mean, it could jump, right?
Yeah,
Couldn't it
yeah.
jump to like one of you guys? But,
Yeah, that's true. So I rolled an 8 and a 5.
Right.
Which doesn't that mean something? Yes.
I thought
8
wait,
and 5. Oh yes. Okay. I rolled an 8 and a 5, which means I can choose
Lightning or thunder.
lightning, yeah, or thunder damage. So I'm gonna choose. No, yeah, I already tried that. It didn't work. So I'm gonna choose lightning damage.
Okay.
Hell yeah, that freaking worked.
So, okay. The crit rule I think we're using now is what is it, Brett? Perfect damage?
yeah,
That's
perfect
the one
rolls.
we've been doing, yeah.
Perfect rolls. I think Gerbo's using that, maybe.
It would be 16,
No,
right?
his is not.
Instead of
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, what that means is you're going to take, so it'd be 16 plus, so that'd be 16 plus 13. Is that right, Brett?
16 plus
Yeah.
2.
16 plus 13 plus the d6 would be 3 plus 6. So the second
Okay.
part's already right because it's already max.
All right. So I'm going to be right back for a second.
So
Okay.
second part's already right. So the first part, that 2
total.
would be maxed out, 2 and 16.
Oh, because crit. 13. Because 8 plus 5 is 13. Oh, because one of them was. Wait. Why does it say plus crit? 13 plus crit.
Because it rolled
Sure.
the dice again, because that's the normal crit rolls. And then the
Gotcha.
second dice roll is a 2.
I'll be right back. While Drew's done.
Oh. Wow, and you got 2 crit fails on the second dice roll?
Yeah.
That sucks. Well, yeah. I mean, but we have been using perfect rolls since we started this game. So it's 16 plus 16 on the first one, right? No, we just
13,
perfect rolls.
13
Just
plus
stick-
16 with purple rolls. 13 plus 16 plus 9 is
Jeez.
29 plus 9, 38.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever else because it's lightning and he's got metal all over him.
That's true.
So Gerbo, you launch this chaos bolt. And
Am,
it's lightning.
am I hidden from him or can he see me?
You're in the field.
You're right in front of him.
Okay.
But he's
Sorry.
but he's deafened.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. If he's like blinded, effectively, maybe you are hidden.
I'll say that you're hidden.
Okay, so then I also get a sneak attack on him.
Oh, gosh, if you're a rogue right now, just like
What is this roll that I just rolled? 5d6? What is that? Is that my sneak attack roll?
Yeah,
Holy
Yep.
shit.
you should be using sneak attack more often.
Yes, you
Woo.
should.
are
So
you a rogue?
that's an additional 20.
Gareth, are you a rogue?
Yeah.
Why are you not using sneak attack every day, Brett? Why did you let us go this far
He
without
uses
Gareth?
it
You
sometimes.
like that should be literally every roll is Gareth using sneak attack. Oh man. Oh well.
Oh my god.
I'm hidden behind a leaf. Sneak attack.
Sneak attack and flanking. That's like a rogue's best
I
friend.
didn't realize
Yeah.
it. So
Oh,
it was
wow.
38 plus 20, so it's 58. And it's lightning, which I imagine he's prone to.
Yes. Anyway, Gerbo, you hurl this chaos bolt at this guy, and it randomly becomes lightning. And it hits it in the chest. And it just starts like the lightning like current blows through all of it like its whole body. And even conducts somewhat into the ground around it. And it is just flailing around. But yes, the lightning damage seems particularly effective. You say 58?
Yeah.
Seems good.
Wow.
Seems good.
Good job.
Frick yeah.
It's super effective.
It's super effective.
See?
Mhm.
Boy, it's so good.
Okay, Jen.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, that
Anything
was
else for Gerbo?
that was wild, y'all. I wasn't expecting that. No, I'm done.
All right. It's my turn, and I am panicking because I can't hear anything. Last thing I knew, I was in like the last thing I knew, I was just jabbed at this thing, and now I'm like, everybody's different. There's this thing rolling around on the ground, and I can't hear anything. And I'm gonna like, so, of course, out loud, I'm saying like, what's wrong? I can't hear. That's what I'm saying. To me, it sounds
Y'all are gonna be like, I know it's hey.
So I'm gonna, I guess I'll roll perception to figure out exactly what's. I mean, I'm thinking like that's what I'm trying to be assessing the situation. What exactly is happening? Like how
Right,
well.
go ahead, roll perception.
Okay,
Sweet.
good. Good
Totally
job.
get it. Yeah, kind of piece it together.
Right.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to yell so freaking loud that I'm going to incite battle cry.
Ah, nice. That's cool.
Very good.
And it should play in here. So you can do it. What is happening with this, man? Not refresh. Battle cry. Yes. Display in VTT.
Yeah.
But it, like that button won't. Is it showing up there? No.
No.
Like here.
What does it do?
I even think. Oh, I think that my roll 20 is.
Is it having a seizure?
Yeah, it says page unresponsive. I just got it. We had good momentum too. Rebuilding. This part can be edited out. All right. Action track. Okay. Try it again. Did it go? Nope. Not do this. How can you write in the text box? What has happened?
What?
I can't even write in the text box. Like I'm trying to type. Page and response. I'm gonna close that down.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going to need to just close out completely.
All right. See y'all next week.
Be good.
Bye.
Okay. Looks like my text went through.
Yeah.
Is Fred Boat spazzing on y'all too?
Yeah, it's
Well-
lag.
Yeah, it's skipping.
It's just skipping along, yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to copy paste this. Fills allies with righteous fury, making their strikes more sure and deadly until the start of your next turn. The first time each of you, third time that you or a creature friendly to you makes a melee attack, that creature has advantage on the attack. It is a melee specific thing because this is a. With that, I'm going to use it, and it only works for this round. And I'm going to take out Bronder's Axe and run around here, flank this guy.
Flank him.
Oh, frick.
Not that I already had advantage on it, I guess, but I'm just going all in on this.
All right. Well, you have advantage since this thing is deafened, and you already have it from flanking. So
And I
yeah,
have Hell Cry.
Triple
and
advantage.
that too. Triple advantage.
Literally, I have.
Good job. You win D&D. Good job.
You win.
Amazing.
You win it all.
I mean, Aphelion does that pretty often.
Sure that I could hit this thing.
Yes, and you do. You manage to sink your axe into its back.
You do.
So that's 13 slashing damage plus 10. Okay, so 23.
All right. Then I want to make sure of something. I don't get. I don't get called advantage or crits on 19, right? I think it's my other fighter. It does. I don't think.
Yeah, fighters.
Right, yeah, that's a different subclass.
Yeah.
I think that's what is that? The champion or?
Yeah, that's my other. That's my.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit this again. My boomstick.
Your boomstick. Yeah, that's another hit. Okay.
Eat him.
All right. So that is 18 damage. All right. Yeah, your hits with your axe, you managed to find more of this thing's fleshy parts.
Yeah.
And by sinking your axe into it, hacking at it, you can hear you're seeing blood coming out of this thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset at what it's done to my arm.
Ella yells, "If it can bleed, it can die!" And then she realizes no one can hear her.
And then Turbo goes, yeah!
Yeah, Aphelian's still like, did you get woken up, Aphelian?
Nope.
No.
And it's deaf, so.
Aphelian's still like standing there, and then I guess I could have used one of my actions.
The polar
Now-
wars.
Now, Brondir, as you pull your axe out of this thing, Your axe is going to be covered in this thing's blood, and your axe is going to start kind of smoking.
Oh shoot!
Shoot! 'Cause
Good
it's
call.
metal.
Well, shoot, what would I do about that? I guess I would kind of take a step back.
Some regrets.
Some regrets were made, but I'm still super mad. So I don't know what else to do. I don't have any. I don't have any other actions. I don't know. Can I use a bonus action, like pour water on it or something?
Yeah, I'd say that would be a bonus action.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna step back and then pour my water skin on this.
Okay.
And just see if it slows anything.
So you pour the water on it, and your axe, whenever the water when it hits the blood covered axe, it almost it's like water hitting a hot pan, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it creates a lot of steam, but it does manage to get most of the blood off, and it looks as if that your axe is covered in that chalky substance.
Mm.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Well, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Felian.
I am incapacitated. But the bear's not, so it's going to attack.
That's right.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Fight out of crime.
Bar.
That'll do.
Big bar.
And that's it. Because I can't do
Okay.
anything.
Oh, a solid turn. Okay, cool.
Not your turn.
Good,
Yep.
because I don't know what I'm gonna do.
All right, so this thing, similar to Brondir, it's freaking out because it can no longer see or hear anything. And so it's going to be clicking its teeth erratically, and it's going to be frantically looking around and start swiping around at the air, and it's going to let out another piercing wailing cry. Except Felian and Brondir aren't affected since they're both deaf.
Nice.
Great.
I have advantage, but I still rolled an
Are
11.
you roll a save? Oh
Yeah. Oh, Chella coming in clutch.
Sweet.
I think I failed.
Yeah, he did.
Gerbo failed,
We
and the
needed your
bear,
big
the
boy
bear, the
bolts.
bear's dazed.
Yep.
But Chella remains solid with that with that barrier.
Okay.
So this thing is going to let me. This thing is now going to gonna run this way,
Oh.
but it's gonna hit the wall.
Idiot.
Idiot.
Can't you see where you're going?
It's gonna take 3 damage.
Nice. It dies.
I feel kind of mean now. Why does it feel kind of mean now?
You don't.
Don't.
Some regrets. Dude.
No regrets.
And it's and when it hits that wall, it's going to kind of use its claws to kind of trace and feel the wall, and it's going to start trying to dig its way.
Ooh, no, I don't feel that anymore. Gross. Add to a list of things I don't like: digging and clicking things.
All right, that's it for its turn. And is there anything you can do against its blindness or deafness?
don't think.
At the end of each of its turns, the target can make a con saving throw.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go.
So that's what it will do. And what does it have to be to 16?
I don't know. Would it be
Looks
against
like
my,
it's
Spell save.
would it be against my spell save?
Mhm.
16.
so. What is it?
16.
Has to be the 16.
Okay, yeah, it failed again.
Nice.
Nice. Clutch.
Cool.
All right, Chella, you're up.
Um, Ella is going to
Do the spores.
what?
Do the spores.
The spores. He's out of my range.
No, but we're not, and we all need to be attacked so we can
Oh,
attack
you
again.
guys are all incapacitated. Can I take a bonus action before my real action? Okay, cool. Yeah, then I am going to use my Halo Spores. That's a really good idea. But I can only awaken one creature, and I'm sorry, but we need people who are like beefy and doing more damage. So
He did
How many
just
damage did I just
100
do?
damage.
touche.
I just did like
You
100
like did
damage
100
to this thing.
damage on that
Yeah.
thing.
7 times every time she has a turn. So
Wow, Gerbo will remember this.
Or will he?
So, Halo Spores against Athalion, just to wake her up.
Gerbo's incapacitated, but he sees everything, and he sees the decision you just made.
If you have like a area spell, you can cast it on everything.
I don't. Yeah,
You have like thunder. You have like thunder wave.
Underclap or
I could. I want to go, but I want to go. I want to
Do your
take care
thing.
of this
Do
guy.
your thing. Do your thing.
So,
Are you sure you want to hit Aphelion? Because she's at low HP, and Gerbo's turn is next.
Hey, she's got 7 health.
that's also true. I forgot that I haven't healed her yet.
yeah, you see Aphelian's white face.
Okay.
Wake up, Aphelion, and you kill her.
No. Okay, I'll change what I do. So,
Okay,
no.
who's the bear?
What?
She gives it to the bear instead of Gerbo.
He's been doing work.
That's a good point. Okay, so I wake up Aphelion, and then I'm going to cast a healing spirit at a 4th level. So, like right over. I don't know why I rolled twice or 4 times. My God. But I'm casting it like right over Aphelion and myself.
So it's 10. Okay.
How did you wake Aphelion up?
With my Halo Spores.
Nice.
Dollars. Okay. Okay.
So Aphelion's been woken. Like you healed Aphelion, and then did the spores damage to Aphelion to wake her up.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not gonna. Yeah, like in the seconds that have passed since I did these things, I'm like, this is a really stupid turn. The net is that Aphelion wakes back up and can't be reincapacitated.
I do appreciate that Zach is frozen in place.
Laughing at
Oh my god!
Yep, that's a good one.
It's a good.
Oh man, it didn't. I didn't get the screenshot in time.
He's still
Sorry.
frozen in place.
Yeah, if you can get the screenshot and post it in the group.
Oh, he disconnected. That's pretty great,
I
though.
was gonna wake her up and then go like wail on this monster, but then I was like, oh no, you're right. She's really low HP. I just gone and done that. It's fine. Hi, welcome back.
Again. Can't hear you.
While you were gone, we voted you off the island.
He's deaf. He can't hear.
Okay. You can't hear me for real? This is
No, now we can hear you.
okay. I don't know what happened. Everything crashed.
It's okay. So did my turn. What I did made no sense, but I'm not gonna try to retcon it and take it. So if Alien's awake now and has like 3 HP or something.
She has like three more HP than she had before you woke her up. So
If only there was a gnome with 63 HP.
Net positive.
net positive. All right, is that it for Chella's turn?
That's all she wrote.
All right, Gerbo, you are incapacitated.
Yep.
Brondir, it's your turn.
Gerbo may not remember this, but Gareth will.
Yeah.
And you don't share a bed with Gerbo.
Hard to play D&D with your spouse.
Look.
I just go, yep.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. All right. Well, I don't know what to do now with. I mean, I can't.
I mean, you're deaf.
Yeah, I'm deaf, but I don't have any like ranged attacks, and also I gave everybody the opportunity to have advantage on melee attack.
I know. That's what I was gonna do, and then I got distracted. They're waiting.
But
On it.
that's
Okay.
Yeah, kill him.
I had advantage on my attack against Aphelion.
There you go.
The Halo of Spores is very effective against the Phalian.
So what does my axe look like as far as like condition and sharpness and intactness?
So, like I said, it's kind of covered in that chalk. It looks like it's at least still retained the basic form of an axe.
That's not what I want to hear. So, all right. So I'm going to take the javelin. So a thing I don't care about. And I'm going to try and jab it twice from distance.
Okay.
While it's kind of like, I guess, hunched against the wall.
Yeah, you've got advantage yet again. Well,
Too shy.
that is a miss. Like it's kind of moving erratically.
Big miss.
So,
Big
There we
miss.
go.
well, there you go. That hit.
God, +7. That's pretty OP. It's hard to fail. It's hard to miss when you have a +7, but a crit fail.
However, I've now missed 3 out of 4 times with that jab.
Yeah, you're
Damn.
running really low tonight.
Even with
Yeah.
advantage, I've missed 3 out of 4 times.
You guys have been rolling pretty low in general, I feel like.
Yeah.
Chella's
Right.
been doing well though.
Yeah.
And I'm incapacitated.
Cool. So I get a good little jab on him.
Right?
Right. Then I'm going to kind of take a few steps back and walk over just in case he thinks that he comes from the direction I stabbed him at.
Ooh, nice. This is good. It's very sneaky.
So I'm just gonna say, Brondir, that whenever you look at your javelin, the end of the javelin, it looks as if the tip of the spear is already melted. Like it's
Yeah.
basically melting.
I kind of expected that.
Yeah.
Hopefully 10 damage is worth it. So I probably should have just woke up the polar bear and the Gerbo with my 2 actions and then
It's okay. I also
let them use
don't
spells.
regret.
All right,
Oh well, here we are.
Felian, you're up.
Yeah, that's what I should have done.
Alright, so I can tell that Garbo and Nifredil are unconscious, so I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Oh,
And so the bear disappears. I'm hesitant to delete it in case we need it again, but
I can.
it disappears.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm gonna use my hasted action to wake up Gerbo.
Nice.
All right. Slap him around. Yeah. Wake
Hit
him
him
up.
really hard. An unarmed strike.
Talking
I
way
need-
too loud because she's deaf. Gerbo, are you okay? What's wrong with you?
All right. You've shaken Gerbo back out of his stupor.
That's it.
Okay.
Rondir, enjoy like the next 40 seconds of not having to listen to Gerbo speak.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
Rondir just wants to be deaf.
I just want to be deaf from now on, selectively. I just look at Chella and then I snap my finger and be like, now.
Just give her a gold piece and she deafens you for an hour.
Yes, that's
Nice.
right. Great.
Okay, so this thing is more agitated as now more time has passed, and it still cannot make sense of its surroundings anymore. And I rolled randomly. It is now going to charge this way into Brondir.
Yay! Ah, man, why would he not go where I stabbed him? Purposely move there. Sweet, this is great. Love this. Love this so much.
At least you're. Are you raging?
Yeah, I am,
Well, at least
but
that.
this is just more damage to my
You're
armor.
fine. You're a barbarian. This is like what you were born for.
I know. I'm more concerned about the material.
All right, so let me. This thing is going to be charging at you. It's going to be a disadvantage.
I can always resurrect you as an echo cat girl.
Oh, I'm not scared to die. Let's make that.
I assume
I'm
a
scared for
16.
Gerbo
Does
to
a 16 hit or miss or?
16 misses by 1.
All right. Well, yeah, this thing charges, and Brondir, you manage to get out of the way as it runs into yet another wall.
Oh my god. The bull.
And it's going to take 1 damage. Except this time, it's going to like latch itself onto the wall, and it's going to start trying to climb up the wall.
Very creepy.
And it's going to let out a screech.
I think I rolled the same thing I rolled last time.
All right. Well, Chella and Gerbo, you have both failed.
Oh no! Okay.
Right before your turns. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
I know.
Yes!
Such good plans.
Okay, I
say-
use my 2 actions to wake up because it's my turn now. I use my
Yeah.
2 actions to wake up Chella. First, I run to Chella and I like shake her for 6 seconds gently. And then I go behind Gerbo and use an unarmed strike to the back of his head.
There you go.
We get to do. Do we get to do a save at the end of our turn?
No.
No.
Oh, right. Speaking of, the monster gets a save to see if he can break out of his blindness or deafness. Nope, he crit failed. He's not. He's still
super
deaf.
Very deaf.
Very deaf.
Still very deaf. He is like Daredevil, but deaf.
Everyone's rolling bad, including the monster.
At least,
That's
yeah, at
right.
least it's consistent.
That is correct.
Oof.
Okay.
I don't actually want to hurt Gerbo, but I do want to whack
You do
him.
kind of want to hurt him.
Rondir woke us back up. Thank you.
It's like
The
So
shield
I just took 7. I just took 7 damage from that.
Yeah, the shield is gone though.
You'll be okay. Walk it off.
My healing spirit's also Gonzo because I broke.
After I do that, I kneel down and say, "Are you okay?"
There
And
it
then I
is.
say, "I can't hear you." And
I can't hear you.
that's the end of my turn.
Are you okay?
Okay.
All right, so Felian, you're up.
Okay, since this creature has its senses deafened, do attacks against it have advantage?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna charge up an arrow
Yes.
and use my elven accuracy. Attack it 3 times.
Nice.
You got 2 crits?
Well,
Oh,
elven accuracy gives you 3 rolls instead of 2
Oh,
with
good
advantage.
for crits. Because you have advantage.
And is this all force damage?
Just the first one.
here's-
Okay. All right, so yes, all 3 of them hit.
Let me make sure my crit roll is
Oh my god.
correct.
I think I have might be on 20 set to perfect.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
supposed to be.
Mine is, yeah. Alright, let's see if I can click these and it'll work right. Yeah, so many numbers.
Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
so it added force damage to all of them, wasn't supposed to. Okay, so the first one is 22 plus 16
38,
plus 7.
45.
45. The first arrow is 45 force damage. The other 2 are not force damage.
Okay.
The second one is 32, 40, 40.
Oh my gosh.
And sorry, no, I counted too much damage on that one. It was 26, and 10 of that is fire damage, if that matters.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And then the third one is 11, not force damage. 11 piercing damage and 3 fire damage for 14.
What's
All
the
right.
Flame of Warrior thing?
It's only supposed to be on 1 hit. I accidentally added it to all 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So with Aphelian's 1 round of actual attacking, she manages to kill this thing.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, why Jet.
So how do you want to do this? I'll just say that this thing's starting to try and climb up the wall.
I mean, this thing nearly killed me. This is the very first time that Aphelion has had a chance to fight back. She just, I don't know, uses her elven accuracy to just put 3 arrows into its brain, where she somehow knows where its brain is. I don't know.
Right.
Or gets lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that, yeah. So it's just 1 arrow right after the next.
Oh, not 3 at one time?
Sure.
And it just, or 3 at one time, yeah. Sure.
A Robin
not?
Hood, Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is down.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate that Aphelion killed it. That's fitting.
So is there any metal left on my spear at all?
At this point, any metal that's left on your spear has, because the spear doesn't have a lot of metal comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I'd say that it doesn't have a sharpened tip anymore, and I would say that the metal spear piece, there might be half of it left.
I want to use whatever metal is left on it and start cutting away at its neck to cut its head off. How far can I get?
Well, I would say that Ephelian's arrows probably helped with some of that. So make a strength check.
Good thing I'm good at. Advantage on
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. You managed to take a blunt piece of metal and just chop this thing's head off.
That it's. I imagine it's like how Sydney cuts a steak with her steak knife, and it's like pushing down and wiggling rather than doing this.
This is good.
It's just like pressing with like
A nice butter knife.
yeah. It's using a butter knife to cut a piece of steak. Just like
There you go.
so. All right. With that, I'm gonna grab its little horn and say, "We ready to head back?
What?
Are we ready?" I guess I just see him go. I guess I wouldn't know if alien's deaf. Are we ready to head back?
We're just yelling at each other while Garbo and Chella are just standing there.
Neither one of us know that the other one's deaf. Oh, this is.
What?
This is too good.
Just lets it happen for a minute. Just kind of enjoy it.
I'm like, can you guys hear me? And I look at Gerbo and Chella.
What's he saying? I can't hear him.
I'm just nodding my head.
Oh my God, I don't know. I'm lost right now. I'm
Really lets the spell drop, and she's like, "That was really good. I let it keep going."
What the heck was?
Oh man!
Did you make me deaf?
Huh?
Oh my God! Did you make me deaf? I mean, that's brilliant, but
You're welcome.
I can't say I had consent, but I do appreciate the result.
Well, just consider it an option for yourself in the future if you ever find yourself facing off against things that make shrill noises.
I look to Gerbo.
Nice. You've disabled Big Baddie's biggest strength.
That was really excellent, Chella. I mean,
You
that's.
did it in the pirate ship too.
I didn't even think of that. That was an excellent thing.
That was amazing.
You managed to neutralize it pretty effectively.
I mean, you did the whole thing. You made us a shield. You pushed it away whenever we were both in danger. You we're indebted to you for that. And I point to Thalian, what a shot. If only Gerbo would have done something to help, because I was incapacitated at that time.
And then the hay
Gerbo,
spell
did
wears
you
off.
do anything at all?
And I kind of just shrugged my shoulders like, maybe.
Oh, well.
There was a very large lightning bolt that came from his direction.
Oh, well, that's a good shot with being metalish. So I'm gonna, I guess, do a closer inspection of this head that I'm holding.
Okay.
Nice. What's up with us and stealing heads, bro? We got a lot of heads.
I need to bring something to the surface and take it.
Oh, wow.
Throw it on council.
Nice.
Yo! All right, cool.
So, what are you wanting to investigate about in particular on this thing?
Is this like anything I have seen, heard? Like, this is my home. Like, is there like a long lost fairy tale of this thing? Did I read anything remotely similar to this in Gearhead's documents? Is this just something that I can pinpoint to any, like, I don't know, like what?
Make a history check, and I'll tell you what you see from your investigation as well.
When the hay spell wears off, Ephelion just collapses on the ground.
There you go.
Okay, not great history. So
I'll just say that you've never heard any stories about something like this. And based on your investigation of the head itself, you don't think this doesn't look native to this area. Like, it seems well suited, but you've never seen anything like it here.
Would you
Sure,
call it?
you've heard of large bat-like creatures before, but this is something entirely different. It definitely, I will say that because you got a crit on this, it looks like this is definitely something that is extraplanar,
Interesting.
and also that it does seem to have some inherent magical properties.
I think we need to get to the fire temple as soon as possible. And maybe check, I don't know, Gearhead's portal, make sure that's closed along the way. Did we seal that off? I can't remember.
We
You
did.
did.
Yeah, so make sure that that's sealed up, I guess, still. We can send somebody down there for that, but this is
Why did this thing come and grab you?
that's the bigger question. Do you remember anything of Alien?
It's an assassin.
An assassin?
Do you know what this is?
Are you an assassin?
Does
Yes.
Ophelia know what this is?
Um,
Or maybe just a general basic idea of its purpose?
Ithelian would have heard of things like this before. She's never obviously experienced something to doing this, trying to do this to her before, but you think that this is some sort of a crafted, not quite a homunculus, but like a modified creature that was following orders.
That's what I assumed. Aphelion still sprawled on the ground in lethargy, because that's literally what the spell does. Says, I think it was sent by someone that wants us dead.
So it took you away in the night and then lured us to you? Likely.
I don't think it meant to lure you here. Or maybe it did, but
We followed it. I think it was only coming for Phalian.
it probably would have
Well,
come for you later.
maybe one at a time, right?
It'd be easiest to track me because I have residual energy from outside the plane
Sure, and
in
that's
the
how we
spaces
found you.
between the planes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
I'd be
do
able to
you,
track your Fey weapons also.
so, and I hold up the head, do you think that we need to even take this back up above ground as a warning? Should we just leave it here? I mean,
Anything
if
it
it's
might finally convince the council to send reinforcements with us when we move out to the temple.
that's a good point. Well, I want to turn around and piss on this. Let's go back up.
Chella wants to search the body for anything that can be harvested for.
Brondir spit, 1 ounce.
Hey, it's rage spit.
Rage spit.
Rage spit, yes.
Yeah,
My rage.
I wonder about its claws and teeth, if that can be harvested for anything.
Oh,
Well, Aphelion, or not Aphelion, but Chella, you wanted to try and harvest this thing?
Yeah, like whatever looks like it could be used for something alchemical.
Just be careful about what you use and be quick work with it. If it's anything metal, it's going to.
Chella like splashes some water from her couch on it.
I also will say that as this, like, you see the blood on this thing, the blood is like there's a certain like steam level of steam coming off of it. Like it seems to be very hot.
Interesting.
Okay.
And Chella, go ahead and make a survival check.
Maybe that's how it digests the metal.
Okay.
Nice. Good.
So with the 17, I'll say that you are able to. Okay. If you, I'll say that you're able to get, like in the picture you see the claws on this thing.
Yeah.
you're able to kind of remove the longest claw.
Ooh.
Gerbo's watching. He's like, like,
Cool.
Little squeamish gnome.
yeah. Gerbo's kind of creeped out by that
Cool. What do I call that?
mysterious monster claw.
Rust bat.
That's
man.
exactly what you call it.
I mean, that's what it is.
You could
Rusty
call it
Batman
the.
claw.
You could call it the. Well, I don't know. I don't really have a good name for this thing yet, but for now we can call it the metal bat claw.
The bat.
Okay.
This could easily be a creature that does not have a name,
Yeah.
and we definitely wouldn't know it if it did.
Right. I don't think. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of an abomination. So
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
I'm gonna look. Has so like my armor, like my half plate.
yeah.
She says like 2 large scratches across.
Right. Like it's a clear like cut, and the cut is not it's not very wide, but it's deep enough to touch skin.
Yeah.
So it's clean through. You I think you just looking at it, you think that if you would have taken like say maybe another 2 hits from this thing, it probably would have shredded the armor. Like
Yeah.
it would have ruined its integrity.
Right.
So you think that it can be like it's still like serviceable, but you probably would want it repaired.
Right. I wish I wouldn't have been to dick to the armorer guy. I did. I felt like I left him. I definitely prodded him. But
I feel like I've got a good reputation with the blacksmith.
oh,
Oh, one of the blacksmiths? You mean, Iron Belly, that guy?
I can take it to Iron Belly and probably be fine. Okay. Well, so does it have that chalky stuff on it too? What's the chalky stuff? Is it like just it kind of corroding over?
Right. I'd say you need to make an investigation check to know more. So, based on what you can tell from your axe, as well as your armor, your axe is coated in this chalk, which is kind of in a reaction. You think of like this thing's blood or this thing's like its claws. Like it seems to be secreting a substance that reacts to metal. And if, not too long after exposure, it will start like eating away at the metal. It's almost like a hyper rusting kind of effect.
Be weaponized.
Sure.
And looking at your axe, you think that your axe is probably salvageable. Your spear isn't.
Yeah, the spears. I can buy another spear.
And you're thinking that probably because of the fact that it's your axe is magical.
That it's held up so much.
Right. Like a normal axe would have been.
And I poured water on it. I don't know if
you
that
did.
helped, but
You did, but the fact that it's magical, like it's more. It kind of looks more rusted.
yeah.
In general, not that it's like completely ineffective, but
So that the shield that I have has, or not shield, half plate, armor of gleaming is what I have.
okay.
Armor never gets dirty, I guess is the thing on it. But so it always looks pristine, but definitely be damaged.
Right.
It's just a clean cut.
Right, yeah. I guess like that chalky substance would just kind of fall off of the cuts.
Yeah, like you brushed it
So-
off or something.
Yeah, you just brush it off and it's gone.
So I'm like
So it
holding
looks
it
like
up,
just more.
like looking through it, and then I could see these holes in my chest that have cost me 30 damage or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wasn't fun. I don't think they're going to mess with us throughout the underbelly of the city if we are holding it at this monstrosity. So, at the very least, we need to make quick time. What do you think?
Gerbo
Yeah.
like starts walking back the way we came very fast.
I do want to see if I can get any of the secretions that are melting metal into a glass vial.
I can hold its head upside down and try to hold as much of that blood as possible.
Yeah, you could get a vial of this thing's blood.
Cool. Dope.
Gerbo just like yells from around the corner. I'm walking very fast away from all of this. I do not want to find what else is here.
Right.
But if y'all want to keep going, you should. But this is
Yeah,
just
well, I'll hang
what
out
makes
for
do.
Jella to get her vial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I want, and I'm done too.
Oh. No, I'll have to mention that next session, I think.
Oh, a tease.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
all right, so you guys are going to be heading back up to Durham proper. I will say that probably the amount of time that has passed, I want to say it's been probably a couple hours.
Yeah.
At least. Let's say 3, like almost half a day. Like it's starting to get to like close-ish to noon.
Yeah. Okay.
That would check out.
Okay.
I'm not going to be much use unless I can get some rest.
Right.
If there's something that you want to do, Chella will heal you. I can do that. In fact, we're about to rest, I'm sure. So I'm just gonna burn my healing spirit and let you heal up so that you are at liberty to do whatever you'd like to do. Or just go sit in the bar. That's also fine.
Go to a bed. That's exactly what Apheline's going to do.
To a bed.
As long as
Okay.
there's not any danger, she's going to go find a bed.
All right. So where are you guys going? Where's your next stop?
Um,
I think after this, I think the urgency of getting to the next temple is very real.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going to walk
I mean,
us
this
all
probably-
back towards our room, but I'm going to grab a just like a guard guy. I don't remember that one particular one, but something like him said, call a meeting immediately, and then continue going up, and then
Okay, so you're gonna find one of like those, essentially, kind of those guards that's like kind of around the council and all that stuff, because they're kind of posted around.
right, call a council meeting, meet down starting within the next 30 minutes. This is urgent, and I'm going to hold this head in my hand and then continue walking upwards towards my room, going.
Like he's kind of shocked as you present this kind of gruesome display, and you just walk past it, and you don't hear his reaction.
Yeah, and I don't expect. I just assume that it's going to happen now. I'm going to walk back up, and as we're walking up, say, Aphelion and Gerbo, Cella, you weren't with me last time in this, but I feel like you need to be there. They weren't with me last time, right? It was just me, right?
No, it was just you.
Yeah.
You and Daz.
You need to
Actually, I will say, as you're like coming up, and I assume you're going. Are you going back to?
Yeah.
Are you just going to the council
quarters.
room?
No. I walk towards like whether I have to go to the outside of the council or if I find just a guard that I know can get that rallied up, I talk to somebody to get the word passed on that I trust will do.
Okay, I'll just say that
It's like outside of council. I don't know.
right. I would say that you are gonna run into Daz. He's gonna kind of look at you confused and say, "What? Where have you been?"
This monstrosity had kidnapped Thalian here.
Whoa.
Thankfully, we were able to track it down. Went through the forge, down through the underbelly, and in an old closed off part of our Durin. I mean, this is not from this world. I've sent.
You're telling me that thing's real ugly.
I've sent Balin off to call a council meeting immediately. So we're going to meet within the next 30 minutes. I'm sure you'll get word.
Right. I was wondering what the heck happened to you guys, but
Yeah.
Oh, now I know.
Head went down. We're glad to be alive.
Yay.
The effort on all of our part. And I'm afraid it's only a look into what sits ahead of us. So, we're going to walk up, try to shake this off a little bit, maybe get some water.
Yeah. Okay, come on. Yeah. I'll come with you. Come on. Let's go.
All right. As I was saying, Phalian, you're one of the best spoken people in our group. I think that they'd respect what you'd have to say if you can. Well, I guess Chella has healed you up, so I hope you're feeling fine. I know this has been a long morning for you and night as well, but I'd like for all of us to be there and help explain the situation. I kind of played dumb on the back end. There's no more time for it.
I'm not feeling fine, but I'm alive, so let's do it.
So let's
I'll
go up.
go with you. If you're asking, then yes, I'll go.
Absolutely. This is no time for anything other than business.
Politicking what you live for, Master Gerbo.
I look at Chella and I say, well, usually you can do a lot more when you're talking to someone individually, but maybe in this group, maybe we can convince them with this very visual display that things are more urgent than they previously believed.
How about we tell them to post sentries in all the underground caverns and patrols at all hours of the day for creatures coming out. And maybe Gerbo can convince them to give us some resources.
This is be good.
What exactly are we going to ask for?
Well, clear line of communication would be one thing. However, that can knowing that if anything else like this pops up, but also I don't know that we can really keep whatever sent this to come from us. I don't know that council can really help for that. What I do know is that the awareness needs to be made that this is on Durin's doorstep. And this is a very, very real threat. And though, depending on by the time we get to the Fire Temple or not, I don't know if something worse could come out, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like it's the right thing to do to notify them. Maybe clear the air.
Their best weapons?
Yeah, weapons and armor, healing
All of the things.
potions.
Maybe we can convince them that if they don't give us their best weapons, we won't defend them.
More importantly, there's going to be a time after we close this one single portal when things are even worse, although that's hard to imagine, when we can't fight all of these forces on our own. And we will need allies to call on who believe us, who are willing to aid us.
That's a great point, is confirming without a shadow of a doubt the portal. That's something they asked me about, and that's what I played dumb on. These elemental portals. Almost pretended as if, well, if this is something you want me to do, I'll go do it. Not I've closed the last 2 with my party. There's 2 more to go.
You
This
didn't
is
have to play dumb.
it. The anyway, the fact remains that that's a great point.
Yeah.
We gotta have as many people on our side, proven to be on our side as possible. This head may need to be posted up outside of council as a reminder. In fact, that might be what I do.
Even if the only help that Garbo can extort out of them is just a favor in the future, could be helpful.
Yeah, that's
I'm not-
exactly what I'm looking at.
I'm not even looking for extortion as much as I am support and belief that we're trying to do the right thing.
That's true, but
Uh,
Garbo's very good at extorting.
I
So
am always
Yeah,
looking for extortion.
It's a thin line between support and extortion.
you got to play to your strengths.
Play to your strengths.
As a lawful good character, that is not my strength. Nor is supporting the idea of
Yeah,
extortion.
I mean, I am like,
That's what we have
I
Garbo
like.
for.
You could give us gold.
Jella says, do you not routinely display the heads and trophies of defeated enemies outside your council room?
I can't say the last time we've had the opportunity. It's been kind of quiet around here for a long time. And I think might have made us feel soft. We'll see what the Badlands campaign has brought back, if they come back, when they come back. There's a whole nother level of activation that needs to happen around here. Proper, if what the witch truly said is going to happen, it's all going to get much worse before it gets better. I don't know what that means.
What do they fear? Like, why haven't they taken action? Like, what do you like?
I don't know that they know if anything is true or not. It's all seemed to be hearsay from the best of my memory.
Well, their leaders, well, the ones that actually get things done, are gone to war.
Yeah,
we're down to
Spain.
Yeah, we're like third or fourth in line on who's making decisions.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing because we want them to succeed. Because if they fail, then we are going to have to go deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, some of them have more strong attitudes than others, saying that they're not well equipped, but I'm saying that when you're thrust into a leadership role that you may not be prepared for, you may not always make fast, accurate decisions. And when you're a black sheep, you may not be the person that's listened to.
Yeah.
So,
but when you're a gnome, you
Who got publicly spanked too. Yeah.
you know, Gerbo, I love you, but I don't know if your reputation is holding up so well around here either. Yeah, so let's
All right. So do you want to? It's 9:15. Do you want to do council thing tonight or next session?
Let's start next. I think I'm good with that.
I think we can start there. I think that's a good starting point for next time.
That gives us a good
so
jumping.
Let's make a clear plan. I'll start dialogue, explaining what's happened, explaining to the best of my ability any temple interactions. Y'all feel free to jump in as needed. We need to ask for support, which would be reparations to our weapons, to our armor, to ask for anything that can help get us there, whether that's any spells, scrolls, potions. We need to ask for a communication line back to Durin in case anything goes wrong, that we have a clear line back. Is there anything else?
I know you said ways to get there. You mentioned potions under that subcategory, but just to be explicit, like healing potions or any other weaponized potions.
Gold.
Yes.
Gold.
Potions of healing, potions of greater strength, potions of speed, like
some sunshine.
Yes, some vitamin D pills for Gerbo.
No,
No,
that's
the
the
beer.
drink. That's the drink.
Oh,
Sunshine.
sunshine, the drink. Yes. Sorry, it's been a long morning. Load back up. I think we're out of sunshine.
That's right.
Yeah. And then that in the future, like, I think this is like a I told you so moment. Like, this is the tip of the iceberg. We warned you about this. Here's your first shred of evidence. We're about to go and solve a major problem for you. Then you'll have to believe us, like, even more. And then it's going to be really bad in the future. And you guys are clueless. So you should probably, if we ever come knocking saying we need help, you should probably listen again in the future.
And if you don't, zombie people will be resurrected again.
Right.
Yeah. It's basically
Sunny,
like
you're-
it's kind of like when we told off Beastbane at the meeting.
Yeah.
Except we can be less mean because they're less mean than Beastbane.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
the best pointed points come from Chella and Valian. So I'll leave that to you for the proper time.
Chella just shows her teeth. That's literally all she does.
That's all she has to do.
Right. So
Chella
I want
The
to.
foundation's really bad. Like,
So I'm gonna go up as we go up to the room to whatever. Let's off, get a bite to eat or whatever. I want to put on fine garments in the emerald color
Hmm.
of like clan and
Yes.
kind
Yes.
of be as
It's one of those meetings.
as professional.
As regal as you can be.
Yeah, just like really kind of like whether they believe me in my lineage or not, like I'm going to play every bit of that role because I think at this point it's like what is there left? So
Right.
whether they think I deserve to wear the colors or not. What's
you
that?
tell everybody that we need to be formal.
I'll suggest, yeah, it, I guess I'm going to come out in that, and you'll see that, and said it would be nice to be as presentable as possible for this. This is a very big decision. There may be some large conversations involved. If you just kind of, they will take us more seriously the more seriously we present ourselves. That's just the culture of this, the nature of this.
Are you planning on showing this creature's head?
I'm planning on taking down the guidon outside of the office, the chamber room, and planting this head on the spear and putting it in its place.
Okay.
The guidon is a small flag on a 6-foot pole, usually indicating.
I'll as people enter, I'll stand next to it and point at it.
That sounds great. I'll be sitting at a table. So
And I'll say,
Right.
as people walk in, I'll say, this, we killed this. And I'll just say it over and over.
I'd just like to imagine if there was like a place for like a formal agenda. You just slap the head on that.
yeah, that'd also be good rolling in. I kind of want to I want to go down early, hopefully be the first one down there. And this is the scene I'd like to set. I'd like to sit in Cathris's chair and have Aphelion and Chella standing behind me.
Power
And
move.
if Gerbo wants to be outside pointing at the head, he's more than welcome to do that.
That's
Yeah.
I
Then I'll
I
come
I like these power moves. I like them.
Yeah.
And then I'll come in, like I'll shut the door behind everybody.
Yes. Yeah. The guard tries to come in and said, no, you.
No. It's okay.
When they get into place and they get in the council room, Chella says, "Well, I don't have the formal attire of my people," and she undoes her dreadlocks, which she usually keeps piled on top of her head, and lets them hang down, and they're like waist long
Gerbo screams.
and gnarly. And she like digs in her satchel and she finds this sheer kind of shroud like cloth and unfolds it and hangs it across the upper half of her face, covering her eyes.
Okay.
You can only see her
Badass.
from the nose down.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
I think that would be part of a formal attire.
Yeah.
It's an homage to the balance of life and death. We shroud our eyes as in death.
Very nice.
Yes, and we're not working out in the world, like working and exerting. So we take our locks down and are at rest in the council area. So
Surely you're not going to go in like that. What the hell?
Chella turns her eyeless gaze on you.
Garbo, this isn't.
Is this? What is this?
Ring girl vibes.
This is what you remind me of.
We
Jen.
let pink on Wednesday. We yeah.
Well, you don't.
This is
That's an interesting
You
joke.
don't.
I just
You,
definitely like that.
Oh, yeah.
you won't like the formal dress of my people. I don't have any formal dress anyway, so I'll do the best to clean the blood out of my hair. That's about all I can do.
that's
Oh, I see. Yeah, I like that.
that's nice. Yeah, that's out of the Folio Society's edition of Dune, which is
Ah,
beautiful.
gotcha. For the Bene Gesserit.
Yeah, yeah.
Go.
Nice. That's cool.
It's a. I should have bought this before the movie came out because it was $40 in price. But what are you going to do?
Ooh. That's
Oh
like,
well,
yeah.
it's beautiful.
Wow.
That's kind of what it reminded me of when you said that. But
No, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Gerbo would definitely react like that. Like, what the hell?
all right.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
think
go.
I don't think the Fae would really have much in the way of formality.
Their formal wear would be very risque, extremely colorful, covered in illusions and flowers and insects and
Yeah,
all kinds of crazy stuff.
not of this plane.
Yeah.
Right.
I like it.
Flamboyant, you could say.
Gerbo, tell us about your duds before we finish up. You gotta have some nice.
Oh yeah, Gerbo's fine wares are pretty. I mean, y'all have seen them. I've worn them multiple times with the group.
Does he have a bow tie?
No, it's just
See the
very
velvet cape?
yeah.
Right.
It's just like it's green as well, but like similar to my photo here, like I kind of have like gold accents, like actual gold accents. And yeah, it's very blingy, very opulent.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
showy for sure.
I also think that it would be stylized off of some elven formal wear as well.
Oh yeah, definitely, because
Like
that's
you would,
where I got it
you would
from.
probably see pattern like a either probably what would Gerbo like? Would he like a more floral pattern, or would it be more like a more subdued like tree like
Like leaves?
kind of pattern? Leaves, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I think
Valorian.
it would probably be more floral, and then like accents of the floral are like golden.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
But it's just you can tell that they just hemmed a tall elf like elvenware. You can just tell that it's just like a tall elvenware, but just hemmed really short. So they didn't like
Incredibly short.
they didn't like custom make it because I'm so small compared to other elves, like compared to elves. So it doesn't like taper like you would imagine it would taper.
Right. Just suddenly stops.
Yeah, it's very boxy. Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Great
gonna
set.
leave. Like, I guess we have a housekeeper or whatever. I'm gonna send word for someone to take my armor and my chest plate and axe and have it repaired
Okay.
forward at whatever expense while we're away.
Okay.
And we'll head off downstairs with a dull spear in one hand and a head of a otherworldly beast in the other.
There you go.
Dressed to the
That
nines.
is a way. That's a good last sentence.
When can we play again?
Let's
Right.
look.
Let us
I go-
schedule that.
Schedule.
Schedule.
So we could play next Monday or the 21st or the 22nd.
2020s would be better for me.
Okay. So the 14th, I think that is another campaign we got going on. You said the 21st or 22nd?
Mm-hmm.
I think either of those would be fine, right, Brett?
Yeah, those both work for me.
Yeah.
It seemed like that could work for me.
Both work for me as well.
Okay.
Let's just roll for the 22nd then.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Drew.
Yay.
Cool fun.
Good stuff.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, you guys, that was like, you perfectly countered it. Like, there really wasn't like, I was anticipating Brondir having most of his weapons shredded at a certain point. So
Yeah, I was anticipating that too.
Right.
I was only thinking brute force and not like how do we go around this? So props.
yeah, no,
Okay.
you know, you guys deafening it was
Yeah, well, that's a
brilliant.
byproduct of the fact that you're like you pretty much only have brute force, and
Yeah, that's true.
if I were to
Like I was
try and
thinking,
brute
I was like,
force-
what other option do I have? And
yeah, I mean, I'd be super dead if I tried to do anything close to that.
That's
Also, you were right. That Chaos Bolt did like 108 damage or something like that. It was absurd.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that was a big hit.
Like that thing had 250 health. So
Yeah.
I think we had 2 turns in that fight that were over 100 damage.
yeah,
Yeah.
Freaking wild.
We're getting beefier.
That's quite fun.
you
Our
guys
hit
are
box,
you
our
guys have got
HP.
some good damage burst.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right,
All right,
guys.
see y'all later.
So good to see
Bye
you.
bye.
Yeah, it's so good to see all of you.